I just went to go get gas, and this man behind me, this man's probably like 50. He looks at my outfit and goes, "Your outfit matches very nicely." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, sir." Then he goes, "I really like your shoes." I was like, "Oh, thanks." He goes, "What size of shoe do you wear?" I was like, 8.5. I'm at the register. I say 15 on pump 3. The man behind me speaks up, says, "Oh, I'll pay for her gas." I was like, "Oh, no, sir, you don't have to do that." He's like, "No, no, no, I insist." I go outside to go pump my gas. The guy comes back and asks me if he could have a picture of my foot. Why would someone want a picture of my foot? I start laughing. This guy's not laughing. Dude, he was serious. "Oh, no, sir." He's like, "How much do you charge?" How much do I charge for a picture of my foot? I don't really know my rates yet. So he goes, "How about 20? I'm like, what? Like, no, I would not do that. I don't know if that's illegal, but I just sold a picture of my foot for $80.
What?
Do you know what this is?
No.
Here, hold it. Now, if you were to guess, what would you think it is?
Something for makeup? Like something like a sponge. Yeah, it's definitely a sponge.
Okay, so you
Isn't
think
it
that
like a powder thing?
I am dead. What do you think it
Is
is?
it a sponge?
Do you think it could hold water?
Yeah.
I don't have water, but I have Gatorade. See if it holds water.
It soaks it in. It is a sponge. Whoa. Kind of looks like a baby diaper.
It's not a baby diaper, it's mine.
What? That is not your diaper. I'm done now.
Okay, but first can you grab that thing down there?
What?
The thing underneath that. The dash. So I figured that you were old enough for me to tell you this now.
To know what?
You're adopted.
What?
Our parents aren't your parents.
Currently trying to comprehend.
Who are my parents?
I told him that Adam Sandler was his real dad.
Blake, are you okay?
I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like he wasn't my dad.
Hey, what?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that all you needed to tell me?
Yeah.
I feel like a new man.
You feel like a new man?
Yeah. Call me Blake Senior now.
I went on a date with another famous TikToker. Someone you guys know. He took me to the movies.
This was the first time I've ever met this man.
We had some small talk in the ticket line, but the movie starts playing, and I still know nothing about this guy other than the fact that he dances on TikTok.
We're sitting there, he puts his hand on my thigh.
Like, okay, you're literally a stranger.
And this man started to move his hand in this motion between my legs.
I don't know if he's used to talking to fishy girls, but like,
Then he leans in. He says,
oh, there are rumors on TikTok, but it's 10 inches. We love some confidence. But I didn't want to be the one to tell him that he was measuring in centimeters and not inches.
in the movie, the girl screamed, tightened his grip on my thigh, and said, "I could make you scream like that." What?
I text my dad for him to come get me.
I was not going to share this story, but this man just Venmo'd me $3,000 and captioned it, "Don't tell anyone about our hookup." What? Sir, if you don't want me to drop your name, I'm gonna need an extra $5,000.
I'm gonna have to ask you guys not to judge me for this one. I made myself a protein shake. I read the ingredients wrong. I accidentally put 4 tablespoons of flaxseed. That morning I went to school. I used the bathroom 4 times before first hour. My next class was a class of all guys. I walked in and remembered we had presentations that day. Gratefully, I was partnered with my cousin. I stood up and I felt my stomach do the thing.
Oh my gosh.
There was no stopping this one, boys.
I clenched my butt, but it was too late. She done did slip.
In front of everyone, she just came out. The loudest fart in history was released. As it expanded across the room, I could see the guys' faces in terror. I'm gonna puke.
My eyes. Call Nurse Deborah.
I was humiliated. And my cousin Dylan spoke up and said,
Oops, my bad, boys. That was a pretty nasty one.
all of the guys went wild.
Oh, bro, that was crazy.
Dude, that was the best one I've ever heard in my life.
Bruh, give me some.
While they were distracted, my cousin gave me the nod. Hurry up, Tab. Go to the bathroom. I got these guys. I ran to the bathroom. They celebrated that fart for the rest of the year. And we never told anyone. Isn't that right? High five.
It's freaking 7:03 in the morning. Okay, so we're currently driving to the airport, and we just stopped at a gas station. Mom and sister and I got out, and a guy kept staring at us. The guy walks up to my mom and I. He points at me and says, "Ah, sister?" My mom says, "Oh no, that's my daughter." The man says, "Ah, we trade?" My mom's like, "Excuse me?" The guy says, "You trade daughter for cold cash?"
I think my mom thought about it.
My mom's like, no thank you." The Indian man's like, "Ah, but I give you money." So we start walking and ignore him. He comes up behind us and says, "Ah, I give you better offer." Tells us, "Oh, you trade for livestock?"
This man did not take no for an answer.
We're both like,
What? No, sir. Because I give you my cow.
What the hell am I gonna do with a cow?
So my mom said to him,
If you throw in a chicken, I'd make the trade.
the man then told my mom she was asking for too much and it was no longer worth the trade. Glad to know I'm not worth trading for a chicken. I have to tell you something.
What?
You are going to be an uncle.
Why would I want to be that?
I'm going to have a baby. I can't tell how he's feeling right now.
It's yours?
Yes, it's mine.
Where is it?
In my stomach.
How would it come out?
I'm not ready to have that conversation yet.
Wait, how did it get in there?
In my stomach? Because it has a dad? Moment of realization.
Stop.
Like, I'm not done talking to you about this.
I don't want to do dad.
Why does this have to be so hard?
We already have a dad.
He's not gonna be your dad.
Where are you going to keep it?
I'm gonna keep it in the house.
If you need help, I can help you feed or water.
I said a baby, not a dog.
We'll even take it outside to go to the bathroom.
Wow. Thanks, kid. Blake, I need your help with
I'm not
something.
helping you with the dishes.
Okay, well, I don't need your help with the dishes.
Then what is it then? Just crash Dad's truck again?
No, I did not crash Dad's truck.
Okay, good. I
Again.
haven't told him about it.
Will you just let me talk? I need your help sneaking out.
Does Dad know?
No, because that is the entire point.
Then when?
Tonight. Please.
What do I have to do?
All you have to do is make sure that Dad does not go upstairs.
Buy me 2 PS4 games.
No,
Fine, $60.
I'm not giving you $60.
Then no.
So much attitude. Fine, $60, okay? $60, and you don't tell Dad that I sneak out.
Yeah. And by the way, it would be cheaper if you bought me a PS4 game.
Son of a... Well, I hope my parents don't see this one. One night, my sophomore year of high school, 2 boys, one being the guy I liked, asked me to hang out at 12 a.m. I had a curfew, so I had to sneak out of my window. I got in the truck and we drove around until 3 in the morning. Then Josh says, mind you, Josh is the crush. Tabitha, you should be Jake's first kiss, which was the other guy we were with. No, thank you. Thanks for the offer. I'm gonna have to pass. Next time, champ. So Josh locks the door. He says, you're not leaving unless you kiss Jake. My crush wanted me to kiss his best friend. Then began to rain and downpour. I said, no, I'm not gonna kiss him. But Josh says, fine, then you can walk home. I got out and started to walk. I was drenched. Used our trampoline ladder to climb back through my window. I made it to the top and realized the window latched behind me. I slipped down the ladder, snagged and ripped my shorts. That night I had to sleep on the front porch, like one of our dogs. Literally even peed in the yard. How do I cut that part out? All because I wanted to hang out with my crush. Crush who just wanted me to kiss his best friend. We were just at a gas station. This man walks up to us and says, you're both very pretty, have hair and teeth like models. But we didn't know what to say, so we're both like, thank you. Then the guy says, where are you guys from? We're like, Missouri. He says, oh, that's a long ways from home. We're like, yeah. This gave us this really weird, creepy vibes. He looks at us and says, how old are you guys? Like, I'm 19.
I'm 21.
So we carry on getting gas.
It literally made me feel so uncomfortable.
He looked at us and he was just like, so do you guys know your way around here? And then we're like, yeah. So are you guys alone?
Mind you, this guy's like 60 years old.
We both hesitated and we gave 2 different answers.
I said, we're here with a group of friends.
And I said, our parents are back home. Then this guy looks at us and says, okay, well, I hope you have fun. At the very end, he says, oh, I hope you guys stay safe. There's a lot of weirdos out here. And now we don't know what to do. This guy's just sitting over here being super creepy and weird in his car.
And my only way to cope with it is laughing.
I really liked this guy in college. One night, I went to a party with a group of friends. My DD got trashed and couldn't take me home. I texted the guy I liked and asked if he could come get me, trying to get him out of the friend zone. Yeah, you thought. He didn't reply. So I called an Uber. As soon as the Uber dropped me off at my door, the guy finally texted me back. He said, yes, I can totally come get you. Really liked this guy. So I was willing to do anything to hang out with him. The party I was at was about a mile from my dorm. I pulled up the location on my map, and in the heat of the moment, I decided that at 2 a.m. I would jog all the way back to the party. In a city, by myself. Because I was in love. I wasn't exactly thinking straight. I jogged all the way back to the party. Just so he could be my DD. Just so he could pick me up. I remember him pulling up, and I was beaming. This is love. But get this, I had to sit in the back. Why you ask? Because he brought a girl, his girlfriend. And instead of getting Prince Charming, I went home with his girlfriend. And she took care of me. They were literally goals. Blake, I have to tell you something.
Great.
I am getting married. I'm not gonna lie, that kinda hurt. I'm not kidding.
Are you sure?
Yes, he proposed to me. What?
Tabby, we both know that's a lie.
Okay, alright, I give up.
You can't even get married if you don't even have a boyfriend.
Shots fired.
Funny joke, huh? Are you gonna leave me hanging?
So I have a little bit of a situation. Well, I realized 10 minutes ago that I needed gas, and I am an hour from my destination. So I typed in where the nearest gas station was. Siri gave me 2 options. It was either go left 10 miles or right 15 miles. So I went left. Idiot. Because I was 10 miles till empty. Good news is, as I turned into the parking lot, my car just turned on. Because I am completely out of gas. Bad news is, this gas pump doesn't appear to work. In fact, this whole dang thing is out of order. The entire gas station is abandoned. So why was it an option? To make matters even worse, I have no service here to call anyone. If only I had Taco Bell, then I'd have gas. So I just went to go get coffee, and the cashier happened to be very good looking. 10 out of 10. This boy has beautiful hair and beautiful eyes. I want him to be my dad. I mean, my kids' dad. I get coffee here every single morning, and I've never seen him before. Anyways, the entire time he was taking my order, he kept eye contact. He just kept staring into my eyes, which made him 10 times more attractive. So I leave and get in my car, thinking to myself, ooh, maybe I should go get his number. So I flip down my car mirror so that I can check myself out. And I just realized he was not gazing into my eyes because he was in love. No. He was looking at my eyes because I forgot my other side of mascara! You blew it again, Tabitha. I quit. That was probably my soulmate. He's probably thinking, is she 12 or is she 40? We don't know. But I'm single though. I've been single for 19 years. Literally, why am I so embarrassing? My boyfriend and I were talking, and a Shawn Mendes song was playing, and it's making me feel all in love. That's such a romantic vibe. Or so I thought. So I had a few things going through my mind. My boyfriend says, I want to tell you something. I was like, I want to tell you something too. So we tell each other at the same time. I said, I want to marry you. My boyfriend says, I'm gay for Shawn Mendes. And he was like, oh, that was horrible timing. So there's that. Like, today we're gonna be talking about something serious.
Is it girl stuff?
No, I held hands with my boyfriend.
And?
How does that make you feel?
It's just a hand. I'm a man. Think I might freak out?
And I hugged him.
That's a little too far. You just started dating.
And I kissed him. And here we go.
I'm telling Dad. Hey Siri, call Dad. Dad, Tabby kissed her boyfriend.
How do you know that?
She just told me.
You see her?
Yeah.
What a little liar.
Why is she telling you this? I don't want to hear about Tabby kissing anyone. Why are you telling on her?
Yeah, you snitch.
Because it's a boy, Dad.
Mike, we are going to have to let Tabby go. She's 20 years old. We don't need to be in her business.
Okay. But she kissed someone.
I know. I don't like it neither. Tell her to wash her mouth out really good.
Wash your mouth out, Dad said.
If you guys want to continue to watch our content, then head over to my Instagram just in case TikTok is actually banned this time. Okay, so I'm about to share one of the most bizarre story times I've ever shared in my entire life. So I decided that I was ready to start seriously dating again. And there's particularly this one guy that I was interested in. So I DM'd him. Mind you, he's an actor, and that's important later in the story. Him and I agreed on breakfast, and I told him that I loved nature and I loved coffee. So he surprised me with a cafe that was in nature. It was literally on the side of a mountain. He also knew that I liked books. So in mid-conversation, he says, oh my gosh, don't let me forget, I also brought you a book. He goes, I don't know if you're interested in acting, but if you are, I wanted to give you this book. He said that it was a book about respecting and appreciating everyone else who was a part of set. So like the guys who were in charge of the cameras and lighting. So then our date goes on. He takes me to this hiking spot and he shows me this pretty tree that he sits in all the time. We're like leaning on the tree and he compliments my eye. A little bit of butterflies maybe. So our date comes to an end and he says, I would love to see you again. And I was like, I would love to see you again too. So our second date was this morning at a coffee shop in Malibu. So we're sitting at a table overlooking the ocean and this older couple comes up and they're like, oh, how did you guys meet? And so we tell them like a little backstory. The older couple thought it was so spontaneous and so cute. So we finish our coffee date and we decide that we would go sit by the rocks by the ocean. Looks at me and he says, hey, can I ask you a super straightforward question? I'm like, yeah. He says, are you looking for a friendship or are you looking for a boyfriend? I was like, I really wasn't expecting anything, but I would definitely date you. So I say, what about you? To which he says, Tabitha, you're really cool. I really enjoyed hanging out with you and I want to respect you. So I'm going to be honest with you. I am seeing someone. I was like, Then he continues to say that the relationship he was in was a non-exclusive relationship and it was just really confusing because he wasn't expecting to feel anything between us. And then he said, I don't think it would be fair for me not to tell you that because I want to respect your feelings and I don't want to lead you down anything, like any wrong feelings or emotions. I've never in my entire life appreciated
someone's honesty like that. Neither of us were expecting anything, but there was something, and we just sat on the rocks and overly communicated our feelings and emotions, and now there's no confusion. So we talked about some other things, and then the conversation concluded, and then we talked about the sun, and how the sky meets the ocean, and how the ocean hits the rocks on the beach. And I know you guys are gonna think I'm totally crazy for this, but that is genuinely probably the most attractive thing I've ever seen in a man. I have no idea if I will ever see this guy ever again in my entire life, but that entire interaction forever changed my perspective on communication with men. So I just got in my car, and he drove away, and you know what? That might be it, and here I am. Blake, are you ready to meet my boyfriend?
Depends if you're ready to meet my girlfriend.
Or girlfriend?
Yeah.
You don't have a girlfriend.
If you can get a boyfriend, I can get a girlfriend. Easy.
Oh yeah? Who's your girlfriend?
Dixie.
The amount of sass.
Dixie D'Amelio?
Yeah, don't question us.
I had no idea my brother was dating Dixie D'Amelio.
Yeah, it's about to be Dixie Swatosh.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going out to dinner tonight.
Tonight?
I have no idea why this just made me so mad. Well, I just went to Walmart to go get some mascara. On my way to the register, a guy stopped me and we had small talk. I saw a girl out of the corner of my eye who kept pointing and staring at us. She left her friend, walked over. She cut off our conversation and said, "You get your makeup at Walmart?" I was like, "Yeah." Then she goes, "What's it like?" I'm thinking to myself, what does that even mean? I said, "Well, it's similar to whenever you buy the exact same brand at Ulta." The guy I was having a conversation with goes, "Oh, okay, I'll catch you later." That boy sensed tension and ran. Then the girl said, "Oh no, I meant, what's it like to be less fortunate?" You little dirtbag. Bruh! What the hell? I'm just like, and then she goes, "You're still kind of pretty though. People like this exist." Then she proceeds to say, "Low quality and oily." This girl wanna talk low quality. Girl, where did you get your crappy personality at? They got a sale somewhere.
So as you guys know, I don't have a boyfriend, but I do have ex-boyfriends. And today I decided to ask him to rate my Instagram photos. And my feelings are hurt. Alright, so the first pic I sent him was this, and I texted him, I said, "Hi, listen, it's important." He said, "Sure." I said, "I need your opinion." He said, "Why are you casually texting me?" And I said, "Because I'm going to temporarily forgive you so that you can help me with this. I need help with what to post on Instagram." And I sent him this photo. I thought he was going to make fun of it. I said, "Rate this, and should I post it?" He said, "You're hot." To which I said, "Not as hot as the blonde you chose over me though, right?" He said, "Bro, really? That was like a year ago." Sorry, okay, next. This is the second photo I sent. 6 out of 10, you're not a mom. Also, I feel like this is something you'd post if you wanted young Gravy's attention. To which I said, "Maybe I do want his attention." And he said, "Yeah, you would." Third photo I sent this, said 10 out of 10, post that one. W for the male audience. Love men. I said, "Ha ha ha." Then he said, "You're still ugly though." To which I sent this photo. He said, "This is realistic. You look like this all the time. Post it so everyone knows how you really look." I said, "Funny." Next up, we got this aesthetic queen. Said, "Hey, why didn't you ever dress hot for me and post stuff like this?" Bruh. Moving on, we got this photo, my favorite photo. Said 100 out of 10. "But why do you always look sad? Miss me?" Miss you? Pfft, please. I said, "That's all I needed." Said, "What are you doing tonight? Are you posting these? I'm gonna comment." You should probably not comment. Then I checked out his Instagram. He's got a girlfriend. Thanks for helping me choose those IG pics though. Okay, I'm gonna need you to ignore this, but I'm at the airport chilling in the bathroom, doing my thing. Of course, when you're going number 2 in a public bathroom, you get a little self-conscious. And he comes in and sits in the stall next to me. I'm chilling there waiting for the lady to leave, and it's dead silent. This girl ain't peeing, but I stand my ground. I wasn't gonna leave the bathroom. So then I hear her start laughing. I was like, what the hell? So she speaks up and says, "Honey, this totally gonna be beyond my comfort zone, but like, can you give me some toilet paper?" I died. I handed her a bundle under the stall. A few minutes passed. She said, "You finna poop too?" I said, I guess." She said, "Honey, what do you mean you guess? You're either going or you ain't." Then we both flushed the toilets at the same time. Then she said, "You can go on ahead and wash your hands so it's not awkward." I laughed. She laughed. That's it. That is all of the story. Blake,
What?
should I get a boyfriend?
No,
Why?
you don't need one.
But I want a boyfriend.
No, because you always cry over boys.
But if I have a boyfriend, then I won't cry.
You got me and Dad. You don't need one.
But I want to kiss a boyfriend.
Okay, 1, that's nasty. 2, that's gross.
I've kissed boys before.
How many?
Guess.
1, 2,
Nope.
3,
No.
5. If you kiss 6 boys, I'm calling Dad. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Blake.
You licked 11 boys?
What?
I mean, kiss.
I kissed 11 boys.
That's gross. You don't know where their mouths went.
You have a good point, Blake.
What?
Come here.
No.
Just come here.
What?
Come here.
I want to tell you something. Hey, babe. Are you hungry?
I don't know. Maybe I don't really know.
You don't know if you're hungry?
We could go anywhere. I just don't really care.
Well, what are you hungry for?
Honestly, I don't really know.
Okay, so you are hungry. It's yes or no. Like, are you hungry or are you not?
Yeah.
You are hungry. Where would you like to eat?
No, I'm not hungry.
You're not hungry?
No. I don't want anything.
You don't want anything?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want anything.
So if I go and I get me something to eat, you don't want anything?
No, I'm okay. I promise. This line's taking forever.
Hey, could I get and fried? Sure don't want anything?
No, I swear, I don't.
Wait a minute.
Do you think I could have a bite?
I thought you weren't hungry.
Just one bite. That's all I want.
But this is my food. One bite? Well, I now know why men get so frustrated.